Today, we're going to dive into a problem that, let's be honest, makes using AI a total pain sometimes. We are going to build a chatbot that actually has a memory.
You've been there, right? You're in a conversation with an AI, you tell it something important, and then, poof, one message later, it's completely forgotten what you said. It's this super frustrating loop that makes most chatbots feel, well, not very smart.
You know, this total lack of context is the real problem here. It's the reason so many chats with AI feel broken and, frankly, useless. You just have to keep starting over from square one with every single message. Well, that is exactly what we're going to fix today. And we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to walk through the actual blueprint for building a conversational AI that can remember what you say. The goal? A conversation that feels way more natural and is actually helpful.
So before we jump into the solution, let's really get a good look at the problem we're up against. That way we'll really appreciate how cool the fix is.
This right here says it all. I mean, look at the left side. The typical chatbot has already forgotten your name. It's a total dead end. But on the right, that's what we're aiming for. An AI that actually uses the information you give it. It makes the whole thing feel so much more personal and, intelligent.
So how do we get from that forgetful bot to the smarter AI? Well, it's not magic. It's really just about putting together the right tools. And in our case, that means 4 key components.
First thing we need is the language model. You could just think of this as the brain of the whole operation. It's this incredibly powerful engine that's been trained on just a mind-boggling amount of text so it can understand what we say and figure out how to respond.
Okay, next up, the prompt template. So if the language model is the brain, the prompt is basically the script. It's the set of instructions that tells the brain how to act, what its personality should be, and, this is the important part, where to stick the conversation history to keep the context going.
Then you've got the message store. This part is kind of like a digital filing cabinet. For every single person who talks to the bot, it creates a separate folder and just neatly files away every message that's exchanged. It keeps everything organized and ready to go. And last but definitely not least, the star of our show, the history manager. This little guy is the AI's short-term memory. Its entire job is to run over to that filing cabinet, grab the right conversation file for you, and hand it to the language model right before it needs to talk. So here's what's really crucial to get. These 4 pieces don't work by themselves. They're a team, right? The brain needs the script needs that short-term memory, and the memory needs the filing cabinet. Together, they form this complete system that is built to do one thing: remember. All right, let's move on and see exactly how all this fits together. It's not some complicated mess. It's actually a really simple and, I think, elegant assembly line for making smart conversations happen. Here's how it works. It's a simple 4-step loop. 1. You send a message. 2. The history manager instantly goes and grabs all your past messages from the store. 3. It plugs that history plus your new message into our prompt template. And 4. It sends that whole package off to the language model, which now has everything it needs to give a really smart reply. Okay, so the theory sounds great and all, but does it actually work? Let's take a look at the proof and see what this system can really do. And there it is, the big payoff. On the left, the standard bot has absolutely no idea what you're talking about. But on the right, our agent, using the system we just designed, it nails it. It correctly remembers the user's last message. It's not just responding anymore. It remembers.
Now, this ability to remember might seem simple, but it's not just a cool party trick. It completely changes how we interact with AI. It unlocks a ton of advantages and opens up all sorts of possibilities for the future. The benefits of doing it this way are huge. First, the conversations just feel so much more natural because the AI is actually following along. The design is also super simple and modular, which means it's flexible. You can swap out the AI's brain or change its personality pretty easily. And finally, this thing is built to scale. It can handle thousands of different conversations all at the same time. And hey, this is just the beginning. From this foundation, you can make future agents even smarter. You could connect them to massive databases of external knowledge, give them special skills for things like medicine or law, or just make them better at fixing the conversation when things go a little off track.
So the final thought I want to leave you with isn't just about remembering what was just said. It's about what an AI with a real memory can learn over time. I mean, if it can remember your last sentence today, what will it be able to understand and maybe even predict about what you need tomorrow? The possibilities are really just starting to open up.